Hey guys, it's here. Welcome to this interview where I'm going to be interviewing Sumi Ajmera. Sumi is somebody who's been working in the corporate world for many years. Last year, she decided to make that jump from the corporate world into the coaching world. She decided to take control over her own life. 31st of August, she put down her papers. That was the last working day. Went through a lot of struggles in the first few months. And in the last 5 months, she was able to pull through and achieve over 4.5 lakh rupees just in the last 5 months, getting into this particular business model, implementing the freedom business model. So Sumi, first of all, super proud of you for taking
Thank
control
you.
over your own life. Yes.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. And definitely you are one of the inspirations who landed me, actually, I'll say attracted me towards this digital world. I knew nothing about this particular area and lots of trainings. I remember those days when I used to have sleepless nights just hearing you. So yeah, that is one of the reasons for this particular stage.
Awesome. Tell us about that phase of how you were making the transition from corporate world into your own training world. So what was the trigger points in your life? Like what really pushed you to say, okay, enough is enough. Now let me do something on my own. What were those trigger points?
I always had a passion towards teaching and coaching, and when I saw this particular digital world, the combination basically worked for me. I wanted something of my own, and it took almost 2 years that I took this tough decision. I had one of my mentor Nizam who pushed me a lot that start something for yourself, achieve your dreams, and you gave me that direction on which direction I can actually follow. So combination of you both work like a magic for me, yes, and I'm thankful to both of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sometimes you need that push. Like otherwise, in a corporate job, especially, it gets very comfortable after some time, and it goes into routine. So tell us about the trigger point. So one was Nizam's, him coming in and influencing you. Anything in your work that affected you, where you felt, okay, this is not going to be something which I want to do for the rest of my life. Like what? Any aspects like that?
In corporate life, after a particular time, it becomes like a general routine, which definitely was never a cup of tea for me. So I used to create lot of challenges daily for me, and I used to actually thrive that. Not only me, even my team supported me. We used to have lot of learning, coaching, and we used to create lot of innovative ideas within our team. So till some point, it definitely worked, but after that, it becomes too redundant, and that actually was really boring, and I took this. It was
Okay,
basically from the work format perspective.
got it. So from what I can understand, you were already getting into the groove of coaching your own team members, and that gave you the insight that yes, you can do this on your own, and that's what moved you in this direction. So tell us about the first few months, like after you got my course. I'm sure you would have been through a huge learning curve. Walk us through that phase and walk us through the grind phase also. Like how much did you have to consume? What was running through your mind? Yeah.
When actually I gifted this course to myself as my birthday gift, so 19th April. So I don't leave any small moments to celebrate. So after gifting myself, it became like a challenge. I have to do it. I have no other option. So I started my journey, and I was working in a startup that particular stage, and it definitely had 9 hours of time duration, traveling time, and all those things. And I used to stay not in my city. I used to stay in Pune. So traveling and all those things definitely was a little bit hectic for me. So after finishing all those things, then understanding, learning this space, that to everything new. So definitely, I was in fact very scared of the term funnel. So whenever it came, I used to get stuck, and it gave me a lot of pressure I could not sustain. And that is the moment I decided it's either this way or that way. And I stopped my startup. I took a risk, and yes, 1 2 months I'll say it was a downfall, but it was a learning phase as well. Then GCF also came into picture, which gave me a lot of energy. Lot of good friends collaborations happened, and after that, magic actually happened. I got good leads. I did not have to actually run Facebook ads, or earlier I did not actually even have the systems in place, but things worked for me in a good way. And now I understand the importance of those systems and all the process. I'm working towards it now.
Great. So, how did you find your niche? Because that's where most people get stuck. And I remember you were telling me that you started off with something, you wanted to become a
Yes.
like a passionpreneur, and then something, then you had to remodel to do this. So walk us through that phase.
I started as a passionpreneur where I thought that I'll help people to grow online. But when I started interacting with people, I realized within digital world they already have faced lot of challenges, and they were not sure. They have spent lakhs of rupees and they are not able to sustain well. And they don't know where was the challenge and why they are not sustaining. For example, they have spent lakhs of rupees only for one website, and there are no visitors. In fact, they also were not visiting. So when I showed them the reports and all those things, that is the time when I realized more than teaching and coaching, I'm working as a strategist. So I started developing then myself as a strategist, which worked very well for 2 3 months. And later on, now that I realize, along with strategy, I can even make them independent. So I started like 2 or 3 months strategy, and then I make you independent. You in parallel take the coaching, and you become independent. And that is the exact format which I'm following right now.
Very nice. So rather than just talking about how you can find your passion and become good, you realize that your flow was based on your abilities. Your core was giving people strategies, and then you
It was
started. Did it?
basically on the experience, how I had a fall down and up. So
Hmm.
I did not want the same things to happen with others. So that is the reason I took care of small things.
So this whole digital strategy development process that you were implementing, was it something that you learned after coming through my course, or did you know about this even before?
Before the course, I knew nothing about digital world, to be frank.
Okay.
It's only after your course. And yes, your course plus I did some more free stuffs from YouTube, from this and
Yeah.
that, and lot of self R&D which I have done, which you
Mm.
always keep on saying.
Yeah.
Don't simply follow me. You also need to learn.
Mm.
So, lots. I remember I used to sleep at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. My sisters actually pushing me hard. Please be on time. Don't compromise with your health and all.
Mm.
But yes, it worked.
Excellent. Excellent.
At the end of the day, everything worked.
Wonderful. So from the month of November, December is when you started to see the income started to flow in, right? And tell us about how were you closing the customers? Did you do some free work first and then you decided to close projects, or tell us the flow of your income?
I used to be very active on Facebook, and in fact, I am very active on Facebook, and
Mm.
I've got very good leads from Facebook, and
Organic, no
more of
paid. Mm.
all organic, yes. So
Okay.
it was more of collaboration and networking, which worked for me.
Mm.
I also joined a couple of local clubs here,
Mm.
local networking groups.
Yeah.
So yes, that all things have helped me a lot for
Mm.
getting. And then it started word of mouth, everything word of mouth, and it
Mm.
kept me so occupied. I did not go further.
Mm. So what you're actually doing is you're doing a consultation model, or do you have even courses
Yes.
included into this? Do you also have your courses?
I had consultation only earlier, but
Mm.
now I have my courses joined to it.
Okay. So it'll be a consultation come courses. So they also watch your videos for them to become independent,
When
right?
actually I had taken your course, I had prepared my course as well, and I was very confident. But when
Mm.
I came into market, I realized I can do much more. So
Mm.
started as a consultation, gained more experience, learned little more stuff, and
Mm.
now my course, I'm really very confident. So that's the reason
Yes.
I'm able to push it harder in the market.
Very nice. I think that's a very good idea. Also, you can use even that approach. Where sometimes, if you're not sure about your niche, and many of you watching this, start to do some free consulting with people, where you're able to really understand the market and know what they want. And after you do a few projects, then you'll understand their pain points and then make that into courses. So that's also, it's a very good approach that you have taken. So, walk us through the funnel. Like, how does people, how do they come into you, and how do you do like a strategy session, a free sample session, and then you close the deal? How does it happen?
It starts with 15 minutes consultation,
Hmm.
and till now, touchwood, whoever have come, they have turned up.
Hmm.
So 15 minutes consultation, and then the strategy work. Then it's a monthly payroll. They pay me for the strategy.
Okay.
While doing the strategy, I also explain them why this and why that, and that
Hmm.
is how their grooming also starts.
Hmm.
And slowly down the line, I have my final course. I have created all 21-day challenge.
Very
So
nice. Hmm.
Facebook challenge, YouTube challenge, LinkedIn challenge. So all
Mm.
21 day challenges. So based on these challenges, then they also get motivated, they get pumped up, and I keep on following up. I
Mm.
don't leave them. So after following up, I do get the hit results that yes, this
Mm.
is the success.
Got it. So, uh, now, what is your knowledge in digital? Like after going through the course, now can you build funnels on your own? Can you build systems on your own? Can you build websites on your own? Just walk us through the new skills that you acquired.
Digitally, I'm very confident now. Any tools I can quickly work. The concept is something which I've understood very well.
Mm.
So whatever tools comes in front of me, I think I can definitely play around with it. It's just
Yes.
UI system which changes.
Mm.
So backend, and if I've understood, everything is understood. So backend, yes, it comes very well from the courses.
Okay.
So
So can you
again,
build
thank
websites?
you.
Do you build your websites?
Yes, right
WordPress?
now I am working on my phase two website because my
Mm.
courses are now going online. Yesterday I
Yes.
completed the blog section, and next 2 days I want to roll out my courses from my
Okay.
website.
Very nice. So for somebody,
And
all of you watching this, for somebody who's are completely new to digital, being able to make this transition and become a digital consultant in matter of 6 months it's amazing. It shows that how many hours you would have put into it. Talk to us about your mindset element. Like what were the fears and frustrations that you were going through, and what kept you going? How did you be positive during that time?
uh, I am always a self motivator.
Mm.
And as I said, I've got very good leads and friends from Facebook as well.
Mm.
Even game changers, I from IELTS group itself, I have good friends.
Mm.
So I make sure that I keep myself surrounded with them. I don't let them go away from me.
Mm.
So even they are motivating me, I'm motivating myself. And daily, I keep one small challenge for me. If I
Mm.
complete that, my day is successful. I'm not bothered about that money part or something because
Mm.
it's a long way to go. And I know once upon a time, or maybe
Mm.
after 10 years also, it's okay. I'm
Mm.
going to earn whatever I want. So
Mm.
money is not the factor. It's like each day should be a new day for me, and I should have some challenges in front of me. So that
Mm.
definitely pumps me up. Apart from
Nice.
that, stranger secret,
Mm.
definitely. I am not able to hear it daily, but at least twice or thrice in a week is
Weak.
something which I follow.
Mm.
My creed, I created my own creed. I have my own book which I have created. So I
Mm.
do read that. And that's the reason I even have my creed section in my YouTube. So
Okay.
I do promote that also to others that please listen, it really works. And it
Mm.
works like a magic for me as well.
So affirmations. You're doing your own affirmations, and are writing your goals also daily.
Not daily, but yes, I keep on writing them. It's
Mm.
randomly, it's not daily.
Okay. 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 Great. So these are the principles. I think everyone who's followed this, there's no doubts that it will manifest like whatever you want. So that's how it works. So Sumi, what advice do you have for women or even others like who are working in the corporate and they want to make this transition to starting their own training business or a coaching business or a consulting based business? What advice would you give them for them to go fast track without making those mistakes that you might have done?
I generally say don't go fast. If we go fast, it's a problem. If you
Mm.
go slow, you'll realize that you're going very fast.
Mm.
So go slow as possible, take smaller steps, and that is going to lead you to bigger steps. And
Mm.
it really works as a magic. So one step, one day. Don't be in a hurry. One day you're taking everything into the bucket. That happens with my friends as well. They
Mm.
take everything into the bucket and they are like this or that, and they end up goofing up and they lose hope. But the
Mm.
digital world is such that it is quite slow at start, but once it takes the pace, then nothing can stop us.
Mm. So take it step by step, slow and steady. Yeah. And how should one be able to find their niche? Like that's why they get stuck. So any advice that you would give for somebody, because the corporate world mindset is different. This is independent business mindset is different. So any
Yes.
tips on that?
At least 2 months of transition phase is
Mm.
required because that mindset change is coming from corporate into business is it's not a small deal. We need to accept that. So definitely give some time. It's okay if you fail. It's okay if you do something wrong, but attempt it. Because I attempted, I realized I within just 5 months, I kept on changing my designations, but it's okay. It did not give me a problem anywhere. I realized that I'm always evolving. So it's okay.
Yes. That's a very good attitude, because some people, they feel, now I've made the designation, I should be this forever. And it will evolve, because we evolve as a person, and that's fine. And once you hit that sweet spot, then you go full blown, like what you're doing right now. Okay, excellent. So, I mean, as you come to the end of this interview, I just wanted to find out, like, what is your vision for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year? Like, what have you set for yourself?
When I started this particular career, I wanted to do something for schools and colleges. And but I landed up for solopreneurs and corporates. So I back came to that zone where I am working for schools and colleges. So
Nice.
definitely I want to do something different into education system. So that is my main aim. I have a lot of big plans related to education system. Too
Wow.
early to talk on that, definitely, because it's all only in my fantasy world. So coming up, it will take 2-3 years, but it's okay. So and
Okay.
steady wins the race. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Sumi. And by the way, guys, if you want to know more about what Sumi does, in my YouTube description, there's a link to her website. Go and check it out. Go and see what she does. Get inspired by her way that she's been able to move from a consulting approach to a consulting come product based approach, which is helping her now create 75,000 to a lakh a month at this stage. And I think she's on her way to scaling up. She's just starting off right now. So, and if you want to learn the actual system that helped her with the knowledge, I've given a link in the below on the formula. Go and watch that video, take action, jump into the bandwagon, and I'd be more than happy to help you on this journey. So, Sumi, before we go, just tell us about that feeling of how did you feel when you achieved this 4.5 lakhs in 5 months, when you're seeing that you're able to I don't know, not about replacing, but you're able to sustain yourself and have that, that financial stability for yourself by being independent. What is that feeling like? And let us know about that.
Definitely, it feels like yes. See, when we are working into corporate life, we definitely earn more at start. So now that if I compare, I feel I am demotivated. That's the reason I have always kept not to compare with that. Compare with my own self, how far I have reached. And when I compare with myself, independently what I have done, I feel proud. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, many of you may not know this, but during the initial part of my career, when I was, just in my previous business, in between, I'd actually got a big offer from Flipkart to head, and to head some role there in digital, and it was at least 10 times of what I was earning my business. And my family, they said, okay, just go for it, but I did not go for it, and they thought I was crazy. And only one thing I told them, I'm willing to be paid underpaid for a few years of my life so that I can be overpaid for the rest of my life. And I'm so glad I did not make that decision, because that's how business is. Yes. That's what you're going through right now, Sumi. And
Yes.
those of you who get on this journey from the corporate world, yes, you may be, definitely the pay packages may be higher, but then once you have control over your own life, it has a different experience. And again, it is not for everyone. That's also another thing. Some people are more comfortable on that side of the world, but here it requires a lot of persistence, a lot of dedication to pull through and make this happen. So anyway, before we leave, Sumi, thank you so much once again for your dedication, for your persistence, and for pushing through. And I truly wish that you're able to multiply your results in the next 3-4 months. And I'm sure you're going to do that. What one word of wisdom do you have for people who are watching today who may be thinking in their mind, okay, maybe Sumi can do it, but I'm not sure if I can do it?
Try.
What
One
word
word
do you
is
have?
try. Try.
Try.
At least
Okay.
attempt. Yes.
Attempt. Okay. Take that step. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And if you found this interview useful, just type in the comment below what you learned from this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and on Facebook, and go and check out Sumi, what she does. And she may be able to help you if you're stuck digitally. All the best. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sumi.
Thank you.